Okay. Hello. I think you can hear me now. I think. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but hey Lou, how you doing? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. So, okay. There are a number of things happening right now. Okay. So first of all, first thing, I changed the quality of the stream again. So, 2 streams ago, I was streaming at 1080p and 60 FPS, okay? And that was, of course, for YouTube, that was not an issue, because on YouTube you can change the quality for whatever you want. If you're a viewer, you can change the quality of the stream. But on Twitch, right now, because I'm an affiliate, I'm not an affiliate yet, and like I'm not a partner, basically, on Twitch. That means that basically Twitch doesn't allow to change the stream quality. It only lets you change the quality based on like availability of their servers, and like because I'm not a partner, I'm basically really low on the list. So yeah, for now we are going to have to deal with this. So for this, basically I lowered the stream quality to 720. So my last stream, so previous stream on Monday, I set the stream quality to 720p 30 fps, okay? But then I watched my VOD, and the animations on the overlay and all of that didn't look really great. So yeah, I was thinking about like cranking up a little bit the frames per second. So basically what I did is I just set it to 720p and 60 fps, okay? So that's the first thing. And I'm kind of like distracted and dispersed because there are a number of things that are broken. So if you watch like the VOD, you can see the intro, I was like messing with the scenes and all of that, because basically you can see right here on this scene, I have my like my screen, and like this is basically the main scene where you can see my screen and all of that. So I'm basically capturing the I'm capturing the overlay, which is a game, basically a Unity app. I'm capturing that in OBS, and I'm in the Unity thing. You can see, I can open here, so you can see there. It's basically a green screen what I'm doing. It's like a chroma. And so in OBS, I'm basically grabbing the capture and adding a filter or chroma key. So that's all good, that's perfect. But the only issue is that there are some colors, of course, in the overlay that like I cannot use green in the overlay, okay? So you can see, for example, you can see here, well, you see what happens there. So I have a scene where I'm not capturing my screen, okay? in OBS I have three scenes. I have this one where I'm not capturing my screen, that I am only capturing the overlay, okay? Then I have this one, which you can see like the overlay takes like a couple seconds to appear, and that's because let me show you really quick. I will change into the intro scene, so let me give me a moment. I will change this. Okay, so this is the intro scene, okay, and you can see the countdown. Okay, the countdown is in like a greenish blue, we could say. And I was basically I replaced the capture from Unity, from the overlay, into one that doesn't have the chroma key, because this is what happens. Let me show you really quick. I will basically remove this one. Okay, so now you don't see anything, and now you can see now the one with the chroma key. There's no green in the screen, but you can see the numbers on the countdown are basically getting like a weird color, which, you know, for now I can leave it like that, and that's okay. I think that's okay, so I can leave it like this for now. That was causing that, since the captures were like here I had one capture without the chroma key, and then in this other scene, the main scene, I had, well, you didn't see anything because I'm changing the scene in OBS. But basically, when you change the scene and you have a different game capture source, it's like it takes a couple seconds and it blinks and it looks really bad. So basically, okay, so basically, yeah, this is the transition I was doing. And so that's another thing. So I just fixed that. So that's not going to happen anymore. But there was another issue where I basically was so I made some changes, and I have a new thing to show you in the overlay. But first, when I started the stream, Stream Elements sends a message on Twitch chat to basically say, hey, Fran is live now, blah blah. Okay, so that appeared in the intro scene, and that shouldn't happen. Okay, so that's another thing. Well, I could leave that so we have the chat, so if people send messages when the intro is on, then you will see your messages. But I like the intro being clean, like the way it is, so that's another thing. Okay, and the other thing, which is like not working, and I have no idea why it isn't working, is that when I press my keys to change the scene, okay, it doesn't change the scene on OBS. So I had it set so that when I change the scene in OBS, in the overlay, it also changed the scene in OBS, but that's not working right now, and I have no idea why. So I'm basically going to check that, because I have no idea what's happening. So I think check inputs from Unity. So I think I can do this. I didn't want to open that one. So read input from Unity file watcher, okay, through Unity input 0 main. So why is this? Oh, what's your folder? What's your filter? Read input from Unity. Okay, so sorry about this. I need to fix this because this was working in the previous couple streams, like since I've changed the overlay, like I updated the overlay and this was working fine, but now it's not, so I have no idea what's happening. So basically what should happen is when I press this, it should change into, so maybe when I open this again, so it should change into empty here. Okay, let's go again into the main scene. I'll be testing this for a couple minutes. So what's happening? This is working. Why is this not working? So Q, read from here, okay. OBS, scene empty. OBS not connected. Okay, so why is it not connected? I don't remember how to connect it. I think it's integration, stream apps, OBS. Okay, so this is my auto connect. Status connecting. Why is it connecting? Force? So what's happening? Disconnected. Okay. Connecting. So maybe something changed. You can see the IP there. I don't know if you were supposed to see that. Yeah, basically this is not connected. I don't know why, but this... Yeah, I have no idea, and I don't really remember how to connect this to... Okay, so disconnected. Let me just close streamer bot. So this is the first time we have an issue like this. Luckily. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. So connecting is connecting again, but I don't know what's happening. Why is it not connecting? Man. Yeah, it can't connect. So yeah, I'm sorry about this, but I will have to watch a video to see how to freaking solve this. Ah, man. This is really annoying, man. So it's trying to connect all the time, but it of course can't.
Stream apps OBS. On this tab, you can see a table of your socket connections, along with an information pane showing details about the selected connection. You can change the width of all columns by dragging the separators. If you double-click on a separator, the column will resize to fit the width of its largest value. You can't sort or filter anything in this table. First, again, the space in the to use version 5, only on your own. Set the host. Usually this is your local host, also known as 127.0.0.1. If StreamerBot and OBS are running on different machines, you will need the IP address of the machine running OBS. Set the port. This must match the port in the OBS WebSocket plugin settings. By default, it is 4455 for version 5 and 4444 for version 4. Enter the password. If authentication is enabled in the OBS WebSocket plugin, copy the password from OBS into this field.
Okay, WebSocket server. So this is the, okay, give me one moment. Edit, I can edit this. Okay, so there's a new thing there, and here. Okay, so that's correct, I think. Connect. Okay, it's now connected. So basically, some random IP got like the host IP got changed. I don't know why. Okay, that's really dumb. So yeah, whatever. I can close this and this, and give me one moment as I basically set everything up again. So I can close this, I can close this, and I can basically go here, that, like that. Okay, so that's not correct. Okay, like this, no, here, like this, and like this. Okay. We're back to normal, I think. Let me, give me one moment. Let me see if I, for example, were to, if I change my scene to the intro, I should get muted. So yeah, I got muted there. So that's amazing. Okay. Fixed. So that's fixed now. So I think with that, we have everything fixed. Well, not everything. I have to fix something in the overlay, but yeah, I think we're good to go. So yeah, another thing you may notice, you may have noticed, is that I'm basically, I have a new haircut. And yeah, I don't really like it. My, like, what's the name of the stylist, or like, I don't know. Yeah, he basically destroyed my hair, and I am not happy at all with it, but it is what it is. It will grow in a couple of weeks, so that's fine. Okay, so that's working. Okay, now let's test the Twitch chat. I will send a command to say Discord. Okay, so now so in the previous stream, the Twitch chat, well, not the Twitch chat, but the chat in the stream, in the overlay. By the way, I currently only have the Twitch chat in the overlay because for like the policies and the terms of Twitch, I cannot mix like messages from Twitch and YouTube in the same chat box. So that's what I understand. Maybe that changed at some point, but I'm not sure. So anyways, in the previous stream, the chat was broken because I was doing some changes. And basically that is because I cannot have, as you know, because I explained just now, I explained that I cannot have like any green colors in the overlay. So if your username is green, your name is gonna get like really buggy in the overlay, your username. So because I was using the same colors as the users in the chat. So if, for example, you have like a green color for your name tag in the chat, that will look really buggy. And and that happened a couple streams ago. So what I did basically was to set some specific colors to certain types of users. So for me, there's like a blue color. Then for Lou, which is my girlfriend, and she's always here, and she's also a mod, but she has like a special pink color. And then the bots, for example, Nightbot or Stream Elements, have like a kind of like a blue color. Well, it's more like a purple color. And then I have a specific colors for followers, for subscribers, for VIPs, and for mods. So that's great. I have specific colors for each of those, and yeah, so that's great. I will just test again. I will send another command, for example, software, so you can see my software, and that didn't work. Okay, so programs, maybe programs, that didn't work either. So yeah, it works now. Okay, so that's working now. So you can see I have like a blue color, and then the bots have that like purple color, and that's great. And also I'm right now using so for all of this to work, I'm using Streamer Bot, and which is a really great tool for this, because if this, like if Streamer Bot didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to do this basically. Well, it will be much harder, and I don't really know much like web development or like WebSocket stuff. So anyways, the good thing is, like before I had like in my second monitor, I had like half of my screen was like Twitch Stream Manager, which has the chat and the viewer and the current viewers and all of that. And then I had in the other half my YouTube Streamer Manager. And yeah, that was not very like handy, because like I need to have my OBS too, because I need to see how the stream looks, and I have that on Twitch, like I have the stream on Twitch running, but that has some delay, and also yeah, I only use it to see if the stream is on and if there's no issues basically. But I need to have basically my OBS and my both chats, so Twitch chat and YouTube chat, and also something that tells me if there was like a new follower or new subscriber or anything. So event, basically the event feed. So for that I have basically there's like a tiny a little window that Streamer Bot has, which is it's like a chat window but has everything in one place. So in one window I have both chats from Twitch and YouTube, and also have the event feeds for both platforms. So that's amazing. That's cool and really great. And yeah, so that's cool. That's amazing. So now I have this more organized, and then if I need to take a look to anything specific in any of the streamer panels from Twitch or for YouTube, I have the little window here too. So I'm going to test this, and yeah, I think I have everything ready to to start working right now. So oh, by the way, I have a new thing in the overlay. Sorry. So as I was commenting before, in previous streams, I mentioned that, well, I have my, of course, my overlay that's made in Unity by me. Everything you see here, like the title, that title that scrolls and basically cycles. Then you have the animations, those little clouds at the edges, and then the screen and the space background behind me, behind my camera. And so all of this, everything you see is basically made by me in Unity. And yeah, so basically that's amazing because I can do whatever I want with this. I have like a lot of power. So yeah, that's why I built this overlay and all of this format and this new like branding style and all of this. So yeah, so basically I started like I switched to this new format and overlay and all of this a couple streams ago. So this is I believe this is the third stream that I'm using this new setup, and I'm basically I have like ideas and everything that I want. I have that I can add to the overlay. Okay, so one of the ideas I had that I finally finished implementing is this little thing. So when I take a break or anything, I change the scene to a be right back scene, okay? And this is what you can do. So this is what you get in this scene. Okay, so this is a freaking Arkanoid minigame, and the really fun part of this is that you can play as you can read in the instructions there. You can type exclamation P1, P2 or P3 and you can change the bar position and you can play. So let me just for example say P1. I change it to the first position and I'm basically playing. So all you have to do is type exclamation P and then the number of the position. So of course they go from left to right. So the leftmost position is basically position 1, the middle position is position 2, and the rightmost position is the position number 3. So that's amazing. I here, for example, will type P3, exclamation P3, sorry. And you can see I changed the bar position and I lost. So it will basically play over and over and over until you win. So yeah, if you want to know what happens when you win, well, you will have to play and try to win. So yeah, that's basically what we have here for the be right back scene. So I will restart this and go back to, oh my god, no. Oh my god. Okay. So this is a really funny glitch. So I will have to, I thought I have this ready, but it seems like it's not ready at all. So yeah. If I go back, yeah, it stays there. Okay, this is a really funny fail. Okay, I will just close this. Oh, you don't see the overlay right now, so I will just restart it. Okay. Okay, this was really funny. So okay, anyways, we are back. So if I ever need to take a break, I will need to restart the stream. Yeah, that was a really funny fail. But anyways, I'm still testing this, so that's why I have this. And I have like this disable Arcanoid minigame on exiting that BRB scene. Okay, so that's another thing I need to fix. But yeah, basically here I'm making everything on Figma. You can see here. What's that? Oh yeah. So I think I need to move this here. Okay. So yeah, I have this. Yeah, let me just move this. Yeah, this is just like me moving things around to have like everything organized. Okay. And I can basically move all of this here. Yeah, this should be a bit lower. Then I can grab this and move it here, and yeah, that's great. And then I can move this here, and we're good to go. Okay, so yeah, lots of things going wrong in this stream, but that's fine, that's completely fine. So this is basically my idea. I didn't finish implementing it, so it works, but now we have the bug, like that bug where if I go back to the, like if I go out of this scene, the Arcanoid minigame stays there, and that's, yeah, it's a really stupid bug, but that's okay. What I want to add is basically the ability to enable, to toggle the camera on this side and to toggle, well, to have the chat on the right side, okay? And that's great because you will be able to see your like messages there while you play the minigame. And I have everything here, like all of my ideas, but yeah. So a lot of things went really badly this stream, but that's okay. I think it's the first time everything goes breaks like this, so that's okay. Anyways, now back to, well, back no, we are going to start working on Voyager, okay? So let's start. Also, you know what? I think so. This is stream number 27, and I have that in the YouTube title. Okay, but the funny thing is that I didn't change the thumbnail, so the thumbnail still says number 26. So yeah, that's whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. So yeah. Now, let's get into working in Voyager. It's been like 40 minutes since I started the stream, and I was basically fixing stuff and talking about the stream overlay. So yeah, I think it's enough of that. And we can go and start working on Voyager. So these are our current tasks. So yeah, as you can see, if you've been following and watching my previous streams, I basically changed the style of this planner to match the the overlay style. So okay. Okay, so now these are or tasks. Okay, so Starfield system refactoring. This is what we have been doing for the past month. And so this, play around with the alpha fading of the decoration stars to make the animation smoother and nicer. And then the constellation system, show the constellation connections lines from the start of the traveling animation. Okay. So let me show you how this is looking so far. So this is the game. Let me show you really quick how the game looks, how what we have been doing for the past couple weeks. And yeah, we are basically a bit making like really small chunks of progress, because I only get to work on this game when I stream. Like sometimes I work on it after stream, or like before the stream, or some days where I can't really stream but I can work on the game, but that doesn't happen really often. So yeah, since I only stream like 3 times a week, and each time I stream, like all of my streams are basically around 2 hours long, that's all the time I can pour into this game, into working on this game. So yeah, we're at a slow pace right now, but yeah, I think we will get at some point we will be able to work on this for more hours weekly. I would love to work on this full time. That's my dream, basically, to be able to work on this full time. So of course, if you're watching or anything, you can support the project via Coffee right now, because I'm not a partner on Twitch, so you cannot subscribe to my channel, or you can, like, I cannot monetize through Twitch right now because I'm not a partner. Like, I'm not an affiliate, that's the correct word. But you can support me via Coffee. So if you like the project and you will want to watch me like everyday work on this full time, that's the way to go for now. Okay, anyways, I derailed so bad. I was about to show you this, so let's do that. So this is what we have right now. Okay, so we have been doing this, which is basically an animation of traveling into a new constellation. Okay, so there you stop at the constellation. Okay, then the stars at the middle, okay, they start fading based on how close they are to the center of the screen. Okay, so that's the idea. And why is that? That's because I want to make room, like visual room, for the actual constellation and the actual stars. Okay, so that's one thing. Now there's for example, this constellation material. I have this, the alpha should go like there. Oh yeah, I changed this and never set it back to where it was. So this should be something like 0.3 or 0.2 even. I think with 0.3 it's fine. But I am not really liking how the constellation lines look, because like you can see, for example, this line is this one is fine because it's completely straight, and this one is also fine because this is like a 45-degree angle. And for pixel art there are like a few angles where the straight lines don't look jaggy. So you can see this line looks really weird, and also this one too. So I want to do a couple things. So one of them is star connections. So one of the things I want to do is basically change the width maybe of the lines. Okay, so yeah, so for example, if I go here and set it to 0.01, that's really thin, and that's fine. I think that's completely fine, which, like, this is basically a 1 pixel line, okay? Because 0.01 is basically 1 pixel. Because in the project I have 100 pixels per unit, so that makes sense. But if I go even like smaller, 0.05, you can see the diagonal, some of the angles look like the line is not like filled all the way through. So I was thinking that maybe I could do this, but I'm not sure. So that's one thing I could do. I can go even like lower, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Okay, so I think I should play with this thing until it looks... I think this one is the one that looks better. Yeah, I think this one is the nicest one, I think. Now the other thing is that happens is that basically this shader is it has like a noise thing that goes that scrolls. Okay, so it has this noise, but you know what, I think this should go into screen space. So if I say screen position and make it go like that, maybe it changes the way it looks. Yeah, that's much better, I think. Yeah, that's actually much better, because it now looks like it's one whole thing that's scrolling through only the lines. So it looks like kind of like a mask, and that's much better. So what happens if I now go into here and say 1 there? Let's see. Yeah, so you can see this angle, for example, there are like a couple pixels, so you can see like there's like 2, 2, 2, and then this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, and that doesn't look really nice, but I think I will have to live with this for now, because I could like try to like think of a solution for this, to, for example, like set the positions of the stars so that the lines only get in certain angles. So that's something I could do, but I don't think that's worth it right now. This already improved the constellation lines, how they look a lot. So that improved a lot. But the other thing I wanted to try to see how it looks was basically to add like to make this transparent in the borders. So yeah, so this doesn't really work, I think. Yeah, I don't know why this is not working. So can I do this? Yeah, blend classic. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how this works. So this is not changing anything. Oh yeah, you know what? I think this must be because I'm setting the alpha via like through the shader. So I'm controlling the alpha here completely from here. And yeah. So let me just go here and try to create a group from this, Control G, okay. And I think what should happen is basically I should multiply this with this, and maybe that's how it should be. So yeah, right now you can't really see anything. Yeah, it doesn't work really. Okay, so that's not the way. Okay. Okay, save. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I will have to leave this like this. Yeah, I was thinking like I would like to make this fade. So let's see how this would look. Let's do this in Leonardo. So I can just take a screenshot of this. I can go into... No, I can even go into Sprite. Okay, so Sprite. And yeah, I had like, yeah, new file, okay, blah blah. So now let's see what happens with this. Okay, so if I make this fade, so what happens if I make it so it looks like this, for example? Yeah, I think that's better, but let me just try this. Yeah, I think it's going to be better on Leonardo, actually. Let's see here. So yeah, that's going to be much better. I basically lower the opacity of the brush, and then I can just do this, okay. So something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think that looks great, actually. Yeah, I really like how that looks. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so how do we do that? Because well, let's try something here. Let's say I don't use this material at all. I use like a simple default line. Yeah. Let's say I use this one, and we can see like at all. Why is it that there's what? White? Do I have like a... Yeah, here. Okay. So is it going to work if I do this? Yeah, this works. Okay. And if I do this, does it work? Is it because I have to... Yeah, I don't really know how this works. This is really weird. So I don't think this is going to work. So I might use this and then just reset this. Can I reset this? So this has to be that, and this is there. So first let me just go here and change the scale of the noise to be much bigger and the speed to be much slower. Okay, not so slow, but maybe 0.5. Yeah, that's much better, I think. If I go even higher with this. So maybe 200, and for the speed maybe that or 2. Yeah, I think that looks great. I like it being like this, really slow, but maybe this is too slow. So another thing I can do is basically, yeah, that actually looks really dope. What if I go even like... Oh, that looks really cool. And then let's say I go here and say... And go even like... Oh, that looks great actually. So I suppose if I go like... Let me just do this. And also let me just do vertical alpha. Okay, so that can move that. So this I think it looks great like here, for example, or like there. It looks really cool there. And if I go even like this, oh, that's really cool. I want to play around with some values, so I might just go here and... Okay, so this alpha, what is this doing? Okay, this is basically for the multiply and for this. So can I, for example, I think this What's this? Swizzle, negate, add. What the hell am I doing here? I have no idea. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. So this is basically the... Yeah. This is another thing, okay, and I should create like a subgraph for this because this is like a vertical line that makes it appear or disappear. But so that's great, and that should be its own group, I think. So let's just grab this and create a new group. So it's going to be vertical alpha. Okay, now I can just go here, like do this. Okay, that's fine. And this doesn't even have like a... This is basically the noise. Okay. Oh, give me one moment. Okay, so now we have a bit of a better lighting. Okay, so okay. So what is it that I want to do? You know what? I think this... I don't know which part like ends up being part of this system, but anyways, it doesn't matter. What I want to do is, first of all, try to, for example, change a little bit the... I have the noise scale, okay, but I want to try like exaggerating this, and I should have this noise power. Okay, so this goes here, and this should be 2, and then I think we're going to have some kind of values to play around with this. So you see here we have no noise power. Okay, so if I go less and less, okay, so that's one thing. Okay. So basically I think I can play with this for a bit and see like what happens, which is nothing right now. Okay. 0.6, 7, maybe, and this, if I go 2, 3, yeah. If I go 50 here, 70, 200, 2000, yeah, that's interesting. That's also interesting. So 400 maybe. So that's 2, 3, 2. Okay. 3, 2. And here we can go into 0.7 maybe. 300, how does it look like? I think 400 maybe. Yeah, I think that looks amazing. honestly. That looks really interesting. I think I can go lower on this and higher on this. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's fine. I really like this, but I would like to have like a minimum line, like something visible. So let's say I save it like this, but I also go here and just set it to just basically clamp this. So where's the alpha? Okay, so maybe I need to clamp this, and maybe I want to use like a min max alpha, and this is basically 0, 1, and I use split, and I go min and max, okay, and then I go here and connect this there, okay, like this, and here, okay, so yeah. Okay, I think that's going to work better. So now, for example, we have those lines here, okay, that looks amazing, but I want to have a minimum alpha, yeah, 0.2 maybe, so you can see the connection, but you see those lines and that like animation that looks really cool, and maybe even 0.3. Yeah, I think 0.3 is going to be better. Yeah, it looks really cool. I really like it. So that's great. That's great. I would say 0.25, 25. Yeah, 0.25 is going to be better, and then this can go even less. Yeah, that looks really cool. And what happens if I go here and make the alpha like this, a bit more visible, and then here I lower? Yeah, I think it's the same, so I'm going to leave it like that, and yeah, that's basically the aesthetic. It's amazing, it's amazing, I really like it. Okay, so like what I would like also is that the white parts are even like more bright, but I don't know, because it's already kind of bright, so yeah. So cool, man. And I can even make it go into any direction I want. So this is going down, this is going up. Yeah, that's really cool. I think I want it to go to the right. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that's going to be something. It's not important, of course, it's not important at all. Although I need to, yeah, to change that. So yeah, I think this should be like a prefab. So I should go here and what happened here? One. Oh, I have to change this to 0.16. That's the correct tile size. Okay, so now I would like to space constellations, yeah, star connection, line renderer. Okay, so I will basically create a prefab, but first I want to change this. Okay, and then I want to go here and create this prefab, and I will create 15 of this, and then here I will say 0, and then go here and just set it there. Okay, constellation material, that's the configuration. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, awesome. Okay. So, what's next? Oh yeah, I have this. Play around with the alpha fading of the decoration stars to make the animation smoother and nicer. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is this. I will show this again. Okay, I will show basically a new. Oh, you will be able to see like the vertical effect for when the constellation appears. So let's check this out again. So you were traveling, okay, and then you can see the stars from the constellation. And yeah. Oh. Okay, so there's something wrong here, which is that I shouldn't put this here, but instead I should put this. I think this should go here, like, or maybe here. I'm not sure. Let's see. So maybe this goes here and this goes here. But what happens if I set this to this should go here and set it to 1? Yeah, that's correct. So I think that's what was wrong here. So I'm just going to move this here, then this here, and then this a bit more to the left. So that should have fixed the thing. So we're going to see now what happens. Let's check this again, and let's think about what we want to do. So let's play. Okay, we are traveling. It's amazing. Okay, we get there, and then it fades, and then, yeah, that's correct. That's totally correct. That's perfect. That's perfect. So, it's amazing. It's really nice. So, There's another thing I want to do, which is the thing we were I did in Leonardo in the sketching app, which is basically fade this in the edges. So how can I do that? Well, that's an interesting question. Let's think about this for a moment. So let's do this, okay, and let's check something. Okay, so noise scale, vertical alpha. So this is another thing, scroll speed, noise scale. Okay, so all of this should go in like a category. Can I create a category? Yeah, this is noise. Just to have this more organized. And then I will have another variable, which is going to be tiling. Okay, I'm going to use this. I'm going to test what this does, because this should, yeah, this is not going to do anything actually, I think. Let's see. I think this is not going to change like anything. Stars, not here. Stars connection. Okay, so here, let's say I change the tiling. Yeah, this is doing nothing. So what nodes position? And this is using world. Okay, so how can I do this? So I basically need to what I'm thinking is I want to grab like the edges of this, of the texture, to go, this is tile instead of stretch, and what I need to do is basically fade at the start and at the end. Can I do that in the shader? That's a really good question. So if I set this to stretch, nothing should change. Okay, something changed. Yeah, if I set it to stretched, I should be able to do something to this. Okay, so I'm thinking, what should I do with this? Like, what's the thing I need to do? So I need to multiply the alpha. So this, I need to multiply this by, so let's say position. Okay, position, position object. What is object? Okay, so object bounds size. Scale world bounds. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what should I do here. This is not easy. Yeah, I don't really know what I should do here. So I can go here, for example, and say split, and I only split the y value, and I just multiply this with like, okay, so 1 is this, okay. If I stretch this, if I go into tiling and say 2, okay. And what happens if I say 1 minus, okay. I'm just experimenting here because I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, I do know what I'm trying to do, but I don't know if this is the correct way to do this. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work. If I multiply this, multiply with this, okay, that could work. That could work. And that may even work. If I say 2, 1, okay. Oh yeah, because I have to do this and then this. Yeah, and that's really maybe I should like what? No, with itself. Then I should remap this, or maybe saturate. Not saturate. I should power this into 1. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Multiply. Okay, I think this may work. So by 10, okay, and then I just say okay, and okay, so what's happening now? I think it's not working. So this is like making it brighter, but tiling, yeah, I don't think this is working, really. Yeah, I don't think that's working at all. So anyways, let's just remove this and all of this and this and just set it to 1 and that's it. Okay. And now we have the thing. Okay, so one thing I could do is oh, you know what? I maybe could do something like this. And this maybe like make it go into 1. Yeah, it doesn't work, I think. Corner vertices. Okay, so if it goes to 1, yeah, it doesn't work really. So why is this not working? It may be because this is really small and like I should be doing the same thing to both of them. So yeah, let me just Control Z until I get the... Yeah, okay, so I can't change this. Can I change it now? Okay, now they are the same. Okay, I had to Control C like a dozen times. Okay, anyways, if I do this and this, yeah, this doesn't work. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is like calculating the lines. It's really dumb. Maybe this it can't change the... Let's see, like the actual lines. Okay, this is the actual line. Is it really changing the width? Yeah, it is, but like, yes, I don't think it's going to work. Let's try doing something like this. Okay, like this, and then like this. We set it like this, okay, and like this. Well, this is too much, I think. And then just say 5 here. Doesn't work. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening with the line renderers, but whatever. I think I can't really have my thing there. So yeah, that would be really cool, but yeah, I think the other thing I can do is basically just change the position a little bit, like here and here, like this and like this, for example. And then the other one will be here and a bit less there. So something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure I really like that. I think it's fine the way it is. Totally fine the way it is. And I'm also going to test again. Let's see. Let's see how it looks again. That's great. I really like it. So we're going to keep this the way it is. And now there are a couple other things I would like to do. So for changing the star field, to fade the stars that are close to the center, okay. So for that, what I'm basically doing here is just here I'm grabbing all of the visible stars and I'm just I'm just fading them. But what I would like to do is here, manage decoration stars, set star field star, and I think that I should have some kind of method for this to move with curve, set alpha, set in front. So set alpha set shader alpha, I will say, maybe float alpha. Okay, so now here material set color. Okay, so this sets the color one time, and then I basically need to go, but this is going to be really intensive on the, I think this is going to be really intensive. Because what I want to do is basically calculate the same thing I'm doing here. So I'm basically here saying, okay, so I'm based on where it's not here. It's here, so I'm checking the distance from center, and I don't want to do this on like a 2000. It's not going to be like 2000 stars at once. It's going to be like 500 maybe. So maybe this is fine, but I don't know. So let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. I'm thinking the complicated thing here is trying to not like do like a lot of calls every frame. Let's try just doing this instead of doing this here and like creating a new instead of creating a new thing here, let's just try to, for example, say decoration stars alpha. So we could do this in the same place. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this, okay, and I'm going to just comment this. Okay. And basically I'm going to do this, and I need to say constellation, decoration stars, blah blah blah. Okay. And I also need to do this if only if they are... Why is this commented? What the fuck? What did I press? Maybe I pressed that. Okay, anyways, let's see what happens with this, because maybe this is not hard on the CPU, So maybe this could work, and that would be great because let's do inverse t, okay, here, because we want t to go from 0 to 1, and then this is going to go from 1 into target alpha, okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe this is not too bad. Maybe. We will figure this out now. Okay, let's hit play. Let's see what happens. Okay, so start field, we start this, and let's see what happens. Yeah, it worked. It really worked. So that's amazing. That's really cool. Now, one thing I want to do is basically have, so this is divided by 0.5, let's say, okay, and here we're going to increase this to 1, okay, so what this is going to do basically is, this is going to I kind of want to just to like have a different value for this, like maybe a different curve, because like, yeah, I think I'm going to create a new curve. Okay, so I'm going to create serialized field. I really like this theme, like the colors on this theme, really nice. Animation curve, decoration stars fade curve. Okay, so I'm going to basically have like a normal t is 0, okay, and normal t is basically going to be, okay, like that, and here I can use like float fade curve t is going to be fade decoration stars fade curve, not that. This dot evaluate, and we're going to use normal t, and now here are going to use fade curve t. Okay, so also, you know what, maybe this shouldn't even use like a lerp. Oh yeah, I think it should. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, this goes from 0 to 1. Okay, so that's correct. So now what we need to do is create a new curve here. Okay, so this curve is basically going to be like this but inverse. Okay. Sorry. So let's grab this, okay, and do this. Okay, and just grab this, edit, and say value 1, and this is going to be value 0. Okay, but what's going to happen is this is going to be much less, I don't know. And this is going to go much farther like this. This I can just make it like that, and that's basically what's supposed to happen now. Okay, so this should go even further here. Okay, and now, yeah, this is going to look much better. I think this should look fine, at least. So let's test this. Now what's going to happen is stars, like the stars on the background, like the decoration stars, are going to fade much later, close to the end of the travel, okay, of the travel animation. Okay, that's not correct. What the hell? This is going to do the opposite. Okay. What? Oh yeah. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. This is not correct. This should go from 0 to 1. So, I'm so dumb. Like I need a value that goes from 0 to 1. So I basically need to see how this works. Okay, add stars, complete, set loop, set blah blah blah, set is. Where's the update? Push new twin. Okay, this is the update. So this is what I need. Delta. Okay, so this is what I need, basically. Where's this? Okay. Normal T. Normal T is going to time divided by the anim time. And I need to say what's this start time is a float, right? So I think it's a float. Float start time is time dot time, and yeah. I think this is correct. I'm not sure. Let's see. Here, the update. So Neptune.start time This is something I did, but I did it like a couple of years ago, so I don't exactly remember how this works. So when it starts, yeah, it's time.time. Okay, so that's correct. Yeah, this is completely right. Yeah, I'm so dumb. This is basically the moment you start. So this is time, the time which each frame is going to change, and you subtract the current time, which when it starts is going to be 0, of course, and if you divide that by the total time, you get like from 0 to 1. That's, yeah. Okay, so that should work. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Starfield, play. Okay, so now it's correct. Okay, and then it should start fading. Okay. Yeah. That's much better. That's much better. Okay. So, why is it looking like this? Is this correct? 0.01. I think it's correct. Yeah. Anyways, here. So this should not go so far away. So this should start like here, maybe. Let's try this. Okay. Again. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's better. I think that's it. Honestly. Let's hit play again. Let's see how it looks. I think that's correct. Like, not correct, but that looks... Yeah, it maybe should start like earlier. So, and also maybe it shouldn't do like... I don't know, maybe... Okay, this maybe needs to go here. And maybe this looks better. Maybe. Maybe around here. So here, when it starts to really slow down, and maybe it should go like not very. Oh my god. Control I? Y? Okay, that worked. I think that's maybe better. So let's check. Let's check. Let's see. That's a bit better, but I also think it should like yeah, I should do something like this, I think. maybe that. Try again. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. Yeah. That's really cool, actually. That looks really nice. I'm thinking that maybe it shouldn't go to zero, completely zero alpha. Maybe it should go into like really low alpha, but not completely zero. So I'm just going to copy this and paste this curve when it loads. Okay, so paste, that's perfect. Now here it goes from 1 to this distance from center. Okay, normal t, target alpha. So target alpha is 1. So this is basically, let me just create another float called center radius, which is going to be 0.8, because 1, well, maybe 1 is fine. So center radius, and then max dist equals this. Okay, so and then this goes okay, and then what I should do maybe is target alpha equals math the clamp target alpha between 0.1 and target alpha. Well, 0.1 and 1. That's correct, because this goes, yeah, this returns 0 in 1. Yeah, a value between 0 and 1. So now I'm basically clamping this between 0.1 and 1, okay? And I should also say min alpha, okay? So I have like a okay. Okay. I'm using a lot of memory here, so yeah. Just to give a name to all of these numbers so I understand what each number is. So min alpha 0.1. Is this going to be fine? Let's try first 0.04, okay, and we'll see how it looks like. Okay. Yeah. Play. And here we start. Let's see how it looks now. Maybe I would maybe go even lower. Maybe. But another thing I'm thinking of is that the radius, which is 1 currently, Yeah, I think I'm going to go even lower. So like 0.02 maybe. Yeah. I think that's a bit better. And the center radius, I think that's fine too. Let's see. But overall, this is looking really nice. I really like it. So okay. Yeah, I think that's really cool, I think. Yep. That's really cool. That's really cool. Another thing I'm thinking that I don't know if I'm completely happy with is maybe the travel speed. Like if I say 1, this is the speed. This is the actual speed. So maybe this too slow. So maybe 2. Okay, that looked really weird. So I think 2 is maybe a better speed option. Why is it doing that? It's like stuck at 1. Yeah, I should also change that because I'm doing like an update on the constellation system. Oh, sorry, I almost dropped the microphone to the floor. Sorry about that. Yeah. Let me check one thing because I just noticed that, of course, I had like a lot of things happening on the stream, but I never checked my audio. So I will check that now. My audio. So I will check that now. My audio. That now. My audio. Okay. Yeah, I think that's correct. That's fine. So, yeah, I think this is looking really cool, really nice. There's a couple things I would like to do, but basically we can go here and just remove this task, basically. So play around with the alpha fade, blah blah blah. Okay, that's much better. And show constellation connections lines from the start of the traveling animation. So that's one thing. First, I want to do something that I know is not really good, which is this constellation line animation. This is not great because like I shouldn't be doing this in the update method, and I should basically not do this. I'm not going to use this at all. Vertical alpha, what is this? So where am I using this? Yeah, I see. Okay, so this is not going to be used. Now what we're going to do is vertical alpha twin ID. Okay, and now when we show the constellation, okay, so what's, oh, this is basically setting the connections, which is something that should be okay. set connection lines, okay, and then I can copy this so I don't lose it. And I can basically go here and say, copy this here, because this is basically setting the connection lines. Set connection lines. What? Oh yeah, I don't have LinTwin here. I'm so dumb. Neptwin. I forget, like I use LinTwin, and I have this twinning library I created myself, which is called Neptwin, which does basically the same things, but it's my own library, and I can do whatever, like the things. Anyways, but I vertical alpha twin ID, and then vertical is going to be neptwin.animation. Time, how much time? So I don't know, let's say 1 second, and let's say t, and then here set is general data. This is going to be game engine. So wait a minute, Neptwin system. Don't I have something like an easy access from this Neptwin info? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So game engine dot general data dot esyncs dot inout expo. Dot uid. But here, instead of expo, I'm going to use quart, I think. And here I'm going to do this basically. And also, instead of calling, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do float alpha is going to be math.lerp rom on is going to from start B to target. I'm going to use T, and here I'm going to use alpha. Okay, and then here float start alpha is going to be on well, this should be constellation material dot get float okay, and then target alpha is going to be on 1, and then if not, it's going to be 0. Okay, so that's basically what I should have done before. So here, show constellation, I can remove this, show constellation true, okay, and then here and then when I start yeah, when I do the travel animation, I think I should do like this false. Yeah, so it's like there, okay, that's fine, that's correct. And okay, Okay. So here we set it to false, and that's cool. So yeah, that's great. Okay. So yeah, what else did I want to do? Oh yeah. The other thing I wanted to do was this. Show constellation. Okay, this is going to cancel this, blah blah blah, and this is going to set connection lines, which is going to grab this, get star A, blah blah blah, get star B, and then connect them. Okay, for all of the connections, that's going to do this. Okay. So I'm going to grab this. Okay. I'm going to set it here. Okay. And then I'm going to go here, and first I'm going to show the constellation. Okay, so I'm going to show it at the start. I can show it at the start. Okay. And then here I'm going to do this, which yeah, I don't know what will happen, but dot set connection lines. Okay, so this is going to grab the stars and update the connection, like the lines that are connecting like the constellation, and hopefully that is not too intensive on the CPU, so that would be great. So let's see here. Let's see play, and let's see what happens. This could go really badly, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's working. So what's happening? Maybe this is vertical off. Okay, so that's okay, that's correct. But this, where is this? 0 0 0 0 10 10. And what happened? Okay, so that didn't work. And this is supposed to move constellation stars. Okay, so maybe what I need to do is do this inside of this. Where am I doing this? Oh yeah, this is another method inside of this script. So yeah. So here I'm basically setting the stars, constellation stars, okay, blah blah blah. Now move constellation stars. Move with curve. Yeah, this is just move with curve. In theory, this thing already, like the constellation system, already has the, I'm going to close this. The constellation system already has the like this reference, the reference to the stars. So this is already set, supposed to be set already. So why is this not working? Star blah blah blah, star connections, stars connections. So this should be happening like every frame. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. So I'm just going to go here and just paste this again. Like, going to do that, and we're going to check here. Like, I'm going to print 1, then 2, 3. Okay, so with that, we should be able to see what's happening. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's hit play and let's see what shows up in the console. Let's hit play. Okay, so this is happening. Okay, but this is not being like updated like at all, and I have no idea why. It's not even updating like after. So what's going on here? Okay, let's just remove this. Set connection lines. Show constellation. Let's just comment this and see what happens. This is also setting it to true. Let's comment this too. And let's see what happens now, because I'm confused. I only like moved the logic from one place to another, like from one place to another method, but that shouldn't break anything, I think. It's really weird. So let's see what happens right now. Oh, I can also see this. We should go. Yeah, it's already on 1. Okay, so now it worked. But why is it not working? Oh. I think I know what's happening. So maybe. Yeah, I know what's happening. Here, I'm basically checking. I'm so dumb. I'm basically checking like which line renderers are active, and this shouldn't be like this. I think this should be like star connections that count. So for each star, there's one line renderer. Okay, so that's one thing, and I should only just set it to true, and that's it. So is there another place where I am disabling this? Yeah, there is. So I'm basically disabling this, like every line. Yeah, that's fine. And this is going to go like, yeah, I have a pool of lines, which is like 15 lines, and then it depends on this, like how many star connections there are, and they're like, I think the max connections that can be in a constellation is like 10. So this is going to go up to 10, and it's going to activate all of this, and yeah, that was working. So I should basically do this, and I can just do this and do this, and yeah, let's see how it looks, because I really like the shader of the constellation lines, like that thing that goes up. That looks good, but maybe this would look better. Let's see. The only thing I'm worrying about is that I'm going through like a bunch of for loops, which shouldn't be an issue really, but yeah, I don't know. So okay, yeah, it's still not working. What the hell, man? What's happening? So this is updating. This... Why? What? Oh my god. I'm so down. I'm so down. I'm so down. This is... Oh. This shouldn't be like another for loop. I'm basically going through the lines. Yeah. Oh man, it hurts being this dumb. Okay. Okay. Anyways, let's see right now what happens, and let's see. Play. So this should be 1. Okay, this is 1. And where are my lines? Okay, I can't even see the lines. What? Why did it do that? Let's see again. So this is... Why is it not working? Why is it only working when it gets here? Like, you can clearly see like the constellation lines here. You can clearly see them getting big and big and bigger and bigger. But it's not working. So why is it not working? Not sure, man. Okay, so what could be happening? I think one thing that maybe happening is that I have this system to pixelate this. Okay, so this thing is basically the pixelated version of the real lines. Okay, so I'm using that to pixelate the lines, but maybe that's not updating correctly. It should be. Oh, maybe the camera is not being able to see it. Can I move this? I can't move this. Okay, in any position. Okay. So is this like... Yeah, this is seeing that. Let's see now. Yeah, this is not looking at the this, but oh yeah, I know what's happening. So basically here I should create a new this is what's happening. The C position of the line is getting placed like whatever, and like my pixelator system is basically placing a camera in a C in a specific C position, set position, okay, in the background. It's like 4,000 or something like that, and it has a site of like 1 unit. So if the object is like further away, it's never going to see it, and the lines are being placed like this, and then going like, and at the end it gets inside the camera view. So that's what's happening basically. So yeah, let's see how I can fix this. Okay, let's see how I can fix this. Yeah, I basically need to just say new vector 3 x, and then this dot y and 0. Okay, so that's basically what I need to do. And I'm going to do the same for this one, but this one is start B, not V, but B. Okay. So why is this not being formatted? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this is going to work, and we are going to see how this looks, and we're going to see if that's worth like if this looks fine. If not, I'm going to just basically make the constellation appear at the end like it was before basically. So let's hit play and see what happens. To this, and let's see now. It should work. Yeah, you can see there. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like how it looks, honestly. I don't really like how it looks, so I'm just going to do it the way it was before. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to do this again, and just go here and set the animation time. And then here's going to be anim time. I'm going to set it to 2 seconds because it looks like it's like weird. So yeah, let's see how this looks again. And okay, so is this going to work? The set constellation? Yeah, I think this should work. Yeah, this should work. Let's see, let's check this, and if everything looks fine, we should be good to go. And I will be ending the stream. Okay, so start field, let's start traveling. Oh yeah, I also want to change this to 2 or maybe 1.7 even. Let's see. Let's set 1.747 because it's my number, and that's fun. here. Let's hit play, and now, yeah, now it looks, yeah, I think it's good. It's a good rate, maybe. Okay, it's too fast. It's really, really fast. So maybe even like, where is this? Show constellation. So this, yeah, 2 seconds is too fast. So that's like 1, 2, like 1, 2. Yeah, it's maybe 5 seconds. Maybe 5 is going to look better. Let's see. You know what? I will go even further. Let's make it 7. And also I'm going to say load duration, and this is going to be 7. And maybe when I disable here the duration, I want it to be 0, or like maybe 2. So it's faster when it starts again. That's going to look better, I think. So let's check this. And what else was I going to do? So yeah, this was really, really slow. So maybe 2. Maybe 2 is the final number. I like the feeling of how it feels, like it's really going fast, but this also feels like it's going fast, so I think that's fine. Okay, this looks really great. Okay, oh yeah, so this one is not connected. That's something that can happen. I really like that when they cross up like this, there's like a little dot, like a bright part here. That looks great. And I really like the background, how the background looks. So yeah, I really like this, and I would like to next I would like to think about what's going to be like, because when you travel into a constellation, you go into like a random star, or maybe you should be able to choose which star to go. Yeah, maybe that's something cool. So we are going to use the same system I did before, so maybe we can utilize that. And I really like those patterns look really, really cool. So there's a couple things I would like to do in the next stream. One of them is basically now being able to select to which star we can go, and that's going to be determined by like yeah, I'm thinking that maybe maybe you shouldn't be able to select the star, because the whole idea of this constellation, like the star connection, is that you can only travel to the stars that are directly connected to the one you are in. Okay, so if you're in this star, you can only go to this one or to this one, and that's it. You cannot go to any other star in the constellation. So if you want to go to this one, you have to go here and then here. Okay, so I think I should do something about like, so you get into the constellation, okay, you like this animation finishes and you see the stars and you see the constellation. I think Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know how to handle the thing where, how do I determine which star the player is going to go to, okay? So, I think that's going to be a task for the next stream. So let's just write this. So we already tested this and this didn't work. So we are going to remove this and go into the backlog. Okay, this is also something that I want to do. Maybe when we finish doing this, the Starfield system, like the idea is that you travel, like there's like the code is already okay. So now you can like call this method. This was my goal for the new Starfield system. So we have this method. You basically call this and like pass a basic constellation properties object, like a new instance, and this is going to be basically created. It depends. So this is basically going to be created when you are searching for a new constellations, and then you get that, and then when you travel to that constellation, you're going to call this. We pass this as a reference, okay, the constellation we're going to. So right now I'm using this. This is just to test in the editor. I should also say Unity. Okay. So here I'm basically passing a new constellation. Okay, it's random every time, but this is just for testing. But in a real case scenario, we would pass here a real constellation that we obtain the coordinates, okay, and then we're traveling there. So then we see the animation, we travel to the constellation, we get to the constellation, and now the next thing is that I don't know if I will basically show which star you're going to go to. So you're traveling to one of the stars of the constellation. So maybe I should show that in this, in some kind of UI or something like that. And that's it. So then after you go, you enter the planetary system, and then you go into that section of the game. So that's something I need to do in the next stream. So for now, I'm just going to create a new task, and I'm going to say determine how the player is okay, determine how the player is set to one of the stars in the constellation and travel there automatically, okay? So yeah, that's basically our next task. So yeah, that's it for today. We had a 2.5 hour stream, which is fine, which is really cool. And yeah, so I think my next stream is going to be on Friday. So this week I should be able to stick to the schedule, which is next stream will be Friday, and then maybe I will stream also on Saturday. we'll see if I have the time and all of that, but yeah. So don't forget to join the Discord, okay? And yeah, so don't forget to join the Discord. You can get notifications there for when I'm live, and you can also share your stuff there too. That's amazing. You can share your art, your games, your anything you want, games, music, and you can even get feedback from me or from the community itself. So yeah, that's great if you want to join the Discord. And yeah, so other than that, this is going to be the stream for today, and thank you very much for watching. See you in the next stream.